What up? Pause this. Alright. So how's everyone popping? Fucking this video is gonna be on my two little road dogs. When I first started hopping trains, Keenan and Connor. They're both deceased, rest in peace. It was right after the redneck story when I went to San Antonio is where I met them. They were living under a table at their mom's house. They were this little punk rock kid, street punks, you know what I mean? It's went to punk shows, house parties in San Antonio. And I could tell they had potential, you know what I mean? I was like, fuck. And I wanted to get them out of that house, you know what I mean? Their mom's a blessing, you know what I mean? She's a good lady. It's just, you know, they wanted to see the world just like me. We had the same vision, so kind of clicked up. I stayed in San Antonio for a while. We just went to house parties. They showed me the whole, like, house party scene, you know what I mean? We didn't really have that out here in San Juan County like out there. They'd have punk rock, grindcore, power violent shows. It's like fucking kind of like hardcore shows, and we just go there and get trash. We were doing speed back then. They're young, you know what I mean? They're 16, I was 18, you know what I mean? I was just trying to get them out of a shitty situation, and one of their friends gave us a ride in New Orleans. It was my first time going out there, and I was with them. And we get to New Orleans, and right away I get arrested, man. And went to OPP, Orleans Parish Prison. It's not a prison, it's a county jail. It had a yard and everything, good food. It was ranked one of the worst jails in America. But I thought it was badass. I was eating good in there. I mean, I was the only wood in there, you know what I mean? There was one other white dude who was trying to be, I think he was a GD. But fuck if I know, it's such a long time ago. But they were cool with me because I was a train hopping kid. And from that, I got arrested for grabbing a stripper's ass, and I got knocked out by a bouncer. So I got 7 days. It wasn't bad. Get out, find them. They're all pissed off. You left us out here by ourselves, you know, and they're kind of frightened, you know. New Orleans ain't no joke. Go out in the 7th Ward, that's where the train hoppers at, you know what I mean? That's where all the squats, abandoned buildings are at. And that's where we kicked it, was the 7th Ward. And on the corner of right there, there's a little punk rock bar, and go in there and get thrashed up, go out, fight, and fucking shit like that. This is dumb shit. It's by the train tracks. And the first train we got on, you know what I mean? We got on the wrong one. We didn't know what the fuck we're doing. Luckily we're alive. Well, they're not. But hey, fucking, we get on a train and it's fucking in the yard and it's being built and we don't know what the fuck's going on, man. We're just like, what the fuck? So we're on that motherfucker and it's called humping. And the trains were humping. Boom, boom, getting fucking put on and took it apart, fucking put on a different rail line. Sketch as fuck, dude. We're like on the wrong side of the grainer porch to where you can fly the fuck off. So we get off after getting humped for like 2 hours, you know, by the train. Anyways, get off and we rolled to that fucking bar, and all the train kids were there. They're like, no, you gotta get on the 2nd track and you'll go wherever we're going, and you'll go east. So get on the 2nd track, we go back, fill up our water, make sure our dogs are good, hop back on, and we're off. They're right, we're off. We're on that motherfucker for 4 days, no stopping, you know what I mean? It's kind of crazy. But both of them, and I'll get into that story a little bit more, but my main thing right now was just telling people, those were my two road dogs, you know what I mean? I would have killed for them. I fought with them. I fought for them. There's crazy stories behind these two. Like gatherings. I watched a hippie get shot. With one of them, got jumped by front gate. Fucking There's a lot of crazy stories behind those two, you know what I mean? I got along with one more than I did the other. I beat up the one more than I did the other. They're like my brothers, you know what I mean? And I wanted to make them tough. Wanted to make sure that they were ready for the streets, you know what I mean? Especially Connor. Me and Connor, me and that fool would be drinking a half gallon and be like, get up. And he already knew what time it was. Drop our bags, boom, boom. It don't matter where the fuck we are, we just drop bags, start boxing just to test us, you know what I mean? To test ourselves. Because you always gotta be ready. You always gotta be on your toes out there. You don't know who the fuck's coming up, a cop. It don't matter, wild animals, because you're on the train tracks. You always gotta be ready. Me and that kid were doing push-ups with our backpacks, all scrawny. It's probably where I got a lot of my muscle memory besides jail and shit. But we're always ready, you know what I mean? Connor died of an overdose in New York City. About 3, 4, maybe 5 months afterwards, Keenan in Fort Worth fell into the knuckle of the train, got cut in half with his dog, or ripped to shreds, imagine. But, you know, that's the life. You know what I mean? That's the life. That's what you basically sign up for, you know what I mean? Like, it's that dangerous. I'll get more into Keenan and Connor and our train stories, how long we traveled together, when I started traveling by myself, when I started traveling with my exes. Damn, that just brought back hella memories, holy shit. But alright, man, everyone keep prospering. Hope everyone has a good day. Bolts up.